Allahu Ghafur, Allahu Rahim, Allahu Yuhibbul Muhsinin, wa Khaliquna, wa Raziquna, wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah is Ghafur, Allah is Rahim.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the ever-existing being that has been existing before the existence of existence. When he wanted existence to exist, he created existence and told existence that I want it to exist. But while you are existing, he said, I shall continue to exist. And it shall come to a time that you shall cease to exist, and I shall continue to exist. كل شيء فاني إلا الله باقي قل لا الملك الملك تؤتي الملك من تشاء وتنزع الملك ممن تشاء وتعز من تشاء وتذل من تشاء بيدك الخير إنك على كل شيء قدير تولج الليل في النهار وتولج النهار في الليل وتخرج الحي من الميت وتخرج الميت من الحي وترزق من تشاء بغير حساب. Once again, you are welcome to this auspicious program, Tag the School of Ramadan, and I still remain yours, Olayode Abdurazak, aka Philosopher King, mashallah. As we used to say, you see, we are in Ramadan, and Ramadan is like a school. Ramadan is like a school. What do you learn in a school? So we are looking at what are you going to learn? What is Ramadan teaching you? What are you going to take from Ramadan? How do you see this month of Ramadan as a school? So now, what is Ramadan teaching us? What is one thing that Ramadan will let you know? One thing that Ramadan will let you know, Ramadan define who a pious individual is. Who is pious is defined in Ramadan. Ramadan is the one defining to us who is a pious person in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this, you will see the characteristics of a pious person inside Ramadan. La ilaha illallah. Yes, you will see it inside Ramadan. It's just like a coincidence, but you'll be surprised that Allah is speaking and there is connection in what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying in every area. In every areas there is connection. Now, when Allah talked about pious people in the Quran, and he was now trying to explain who are those pious person, who are those pious people, he was now using the month of Ramadan, to explain who a pious person is. So if you are in Ramadan, what you will learn is what you will be doing in the month of Ramadan that makes you a pious person. When you look at this surah, Quran chapter 2, from ayah 1 to 5, let's see if we can take that. Quran chapter 2, ayah 1 to 5, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allah said, Alif Lam Mim. He said, Zalikal kitabu la rahiba fi. Zalikal kitabu la rahiba fi. Indeed, this is a book that there is no doubt in it. Now, did you see? I'm saying Allah connect things together. This one will also tell us that there is no doubt in the book of Allah. He said, Zalikal kitabu la rahiba fi. And when there is no doubt about it, he said, Udan is going to be a guide. Udan lilmuttaqin. Udan lilmuttaqin is going to be a guide for the pious ones. Who is a pious person? You may be looking at pious person, somebody that is mindful, somebody that is good, somebody that is this, somebody that is that. But Allah explained who a pious person is, and the definition encapsulated in the month of Ramadan. Who is a pious person? When he said Udan lil muttaqin, this book that has no doubt inside it is what is just like a guide for the pious people. Who now are the pious people? La ilaha illallah. Allah said, Alladhina yu'minuna bil ghaibi. Alladhina yu'minuna bil ghaibi. Wa yuqimuna as-salata. Wa mimman razaqnahum yunfiqun. Look at these three examples Allah gave us first about the pious people. Who are the pious people? Allah said, Alladhina yu'minuna bil ghaib. He said the pious person is that person that believes in the unseen. He believes in Allah despite the fact that he cannot see Allah. It is in the month of Ramadan that we demonstrate that. Yes, if you are fasting and you know quite alright that Allah is seeing you, but you are not seeing Allah, and you believe in that, and from sunrise to sunset you did not hide somewhere to take something, you did not hide somewhere to drink, you did not hide somewhere to eat, you did not hide somewhere to do what you're not supposed to do in Ramadan. You have believed in what? Yu'minuna bil ghaibi. You have believed in the unseen. Do you now see a pious person is that person that believes even when no one is seeing him? Yes, even when no one is seeing you, and you still believe, that makes you a pious person. And that is what Allah is explaining, and you will know that that explanation fits into the month of Ramadan. We are now fasting, and no guide that is following us around. You see, no guide that is following you. You know quite alright, if you eat, nobody sees you, but you will know in your mind that Allah sees you. If you do anything that goes contrary to the month of Ramadan, you will know that in your mind, your mind will tell you that Allah sees you. So it is only in Ramadan. What Ramadan is teaching us is that pious, that honesty. Ramadan is making us to be mindful of Allah. Yes, to be mindful of Allah. And it is those people that are mindful of Allah that fasted. Alladhina yu'minuna bil ghaibi. Did you see this? If you are driving along a traffic light and there is no traffic warder around you, and everywhere is just silent, nobody, and the red light says stop, and all other side of the road there is no vehicle coming, and you stopped, you waited for the green light to come along before you pass without anybody stopping you, that tells you how pious you are. That tells you how mindful you are. You don't do good because people sees you. There are some people, they only do good because they want people to see them doing good. No. A pious person, is the person that is only mindful of Allah, is not mindful of man. Innama nut'imukum liwajhi illah la nuridu minkum jasa'an wala shukura. That person is not expecting anybody from he's not expecting anything from man but from Allah. He will do good for you and is not expecting good in return. He's only expecting good from Allah. He only wanted that gladden tiding, that glad tiding from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When Allah said this book, the Quran, is a guide for Udan lil muttaqin, it's a guide for the pious ones. Then who are the pious one? Then the pious one, now look, the explanation of who the pious one is that Allah explained in that ayah is now in concomitant, is in concomitant, is in the same circumference with the month of Ramadan. So the month of Ramadan comes to explain to us who a pious person is. That is one thing that we should learn from the school of Ramadan. Ramadan comes to tell you that you are pious, that you are a pious person. If you are able to fast and nobody around you sees you and you are still pious, you are still afraid of Allah, you still have that taqwa inside you without anybody seeing you, then you are a pious person. Ramadan comes to tell us, to let us know who are pious. Whether you are pious or somebody else around you is pious, that is what Ramadan has come to teach us. Ramadan has come to teach us to be mindful of Allah. We should know that Allah is there anywhere we are. No matter what you're doing, no matter what you're saying, even when you say it inside you, Allah sees you. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. So you don't do good because you want people to see you. They say you do good limadi innas, so that people will hail you, so that people will say you are a good person, so that people will say, you are nice. But you have forgotten that when people say you are nice, that is your reward. If that is what you wanted, that is your reward. But if you wanted Allah to know that you are doing this thing lillahi wa rasulihi, then your reward is going to be lillahi wa rasulihi. وَمَنْ كَنَّتْ إِجْرَتُهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. If you do any action, if you do any good because of Allah and His Messenger, فَإِجْرَتُهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ, your reward is going to be from Allah and His Messenger. وَمَنْ كَنَّتْ إِجْرَتُهُ لِلدُّنْيَا. And if you do any good because of this world, if you do any good because of somebody, if you do any good because of people around you, so that they will hail you, you see buha, you will get the hailing. Yes, because of people to thank you, you see buha, you will get that thanks. Because of people to know that you are doing this, you see buha, you will get that reward, and that is going to be your reward. Because of what? فَإِجْرَتُهُ إِلَّا مَنْ أَجَرَ إِلَيْهِ. Your reward is going to be according to your intention. Did you see this now? And Ramadan has come to open our heart. It has opened our mind. It has made us to be mindful of Allah. Whatever you are doing, you know, I am fasting. Whatever you want to do that is wrong, I am fasting. You keep going back to tell yourself that you are fasting and you are not supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do that. This is what a pious person is. Alladhina yu'minuna bil ghaibi. Look at this ayah, went further again. He said, Alladhina yu'minuna bil ghaibi wa yuqimuna salat. Did you see this? Wa yuqimuna salat. This Ramadan has also let us understand that until and unless you are a Muslim, you must not fast. Because the only difference, la yastawi bayna al-kafirina wal-muslimina illa bis-salat. There is no difference between a Muslim and someone that is not a Muslim other than salat. So it is this salat that also makes your fasting acceptable. It is this salat that makes your fasting acceptable. So you see that the entirety of a pious person is divine, is defined by Ramadan. This is what Ramadan has come to teach you. This is what you need to know in the school of Ramadan. Ramadan has told you who a pious person is. He has come to define who a pious person is. Now, he has said the first thing that you take to know how to know a pious person is what? Is he that believe in the unseen. He believe in Allah, but he knows that he cannot see Allah. But he says Allah sees him. He's so mindful of Allah. He's so mindful of his Lord. He's so mindful to the extent that he can differentiate between good and bad. He can know when to do good. He knows when to do good, and he knows when to abstain from bad things. He's so mindful. And the second one is that person is also observing salat. A pious person. See that definition. That is, you are going to see that inside Ramadan. That is why you will know that this school of Ramadan is a lesson for you. When you came on salat, you know, said, "Wa mimman razaqnahum yunfikun." Allahu Akbar. See, did you see that he's now talking about those people that donate? You know, those people that feed the poor, those people that feed the poor, you feed people, you know, you make people happy by giving them food, by giving them money, by giving them things among what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you. What is it that you have that is not Allah that gave you? You want to answer that question? What is it that you have that is not Allah that gave you? Now, Allah is saying that a pious person is he who donates, is he who gives, it is he who stretch the hand of righteousness, to those people that have not. Do you see the way we do in the month of Ramadan? Do you see how people give without looking back? La ilaha illallah. The less privileged among us will just keep praying that let Ramadan comes always. Let us always continue Ramadan because of what they eat. They eat. And when food is left out of poverty is already gone. There's not like poverty anymore. Once you can eat. So Ramadan comes with feeding. It comes with giving. It comes with sharing. Did you see this? So in the school of Ramadan is supposed to also teach you that you are a pious person because you always give, because you always share, because you stretch that hand of goodness to your fellow human being. You don't do eat alone, die alone in Ramadan. Look at just that one, alladhina yu'minuna bil ghaibi. Did you see this? Wa yuqimu salat wa mimman razaqnahum yunfikun. These three qualities or attributes are attributes of pious people, and all these attributes are found in Ramadan. There's still more attribute. There's still more attribute. And you still see how Allah connected this attribute with the month of Ramadan. He now said, Alladhina, those pious people that I'm talking about, they are also Alladhina yu'minuna bima unzila ilayka. La ilaha illallah. These pious people are also people that believe. They believe in what has been revealed to you, Muhammad. That is to say, they believe in the Quran. They believe in the Quran. Those pious people are people that believe in the Quran. They believe in what is in the Quran. They live by the Quran. They talk by the Quran. They sleep by the Quran. They behave by the Quran. When you see them, you see the Quran. The entirety of their body is replicant of the Quran. Alladhina yu'minuna bima unzila ilayka. They believe in the Quran. Wa unzila min qablika. They also believe in what has come before you. La ilaha illallah. They don't only believe in the Quran now. They believe in the books that has come before you, Muhammad. They believe in you. They equally believe in the book that has come before you. La ilaha illallah. And surely, those people again, three attributes are also here. وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْغَيْبِ وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِمَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْكَ. They believe in what has been revealed to you, which is the Quran. They also believe وَمَا أُنزِلَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ. They also believe in what has come before you, in قَبْلِكَ. They also believe in that. وَبِالْآخِرَةِ يُنْفِقُونَ. And they also have faith in the hereafter. They also have faith in what? In the hereafter. وَبِالْآخِرَةِ يُنْفِقُونَ. They have faith. They have faith in what? In the hereafter. They know that when they leave this world, they are going to meet their Lord one day. They believe in yawma yakumu ruhu wal malaikatu saffan la yatakallamuna illa man azina lahu rahman wa qala sawaban. They believe in that. That is, they believe in one day you and I is going to be, or we're going to be on a straight line. Yawma yakumu ruhu wal malaika. All soul and malaika, angels, will be on the straight line in front of Allah. Saffan, that safu that we also always have during prayer. That's how we'll just be in a straight line like that. That day, la yatakallamuna illa man azina lahu rahmani. Nobody have that authority to talk that day. Illa man azina lahu rahmani, except anyone that Allah has commanded to talk. And if that person will talk, that person will say nice things. That person will not protest. That person will not be like somebody that will come up and protest. No, he won't protest. Waqala sawaban. He will say nice things. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. Look at this attribute. We have gotten 6 attributes of a pious person, and those 6 attributes are things that you will see inside Ramadan. These are things that you will see inside Ramadan. Those are things that you see inside Ramadan. So these are what Ramadan has come to teach you and I. When Allah said this, He said, Ulaika ala udan. Ulaika ala udan min rabbihim wa ulaika humul muflihun. He said those 6 attributes, if you are part of those 6, if those 6 attributes are in you, he said, Ulaika alal udan. He said those people are the well-guided ones. They are the pious ones. They are the people that fasted and fasted very well. And those people that fasted, that all their body is fasting. You know, they don't fast only to abstain from food and drink. You know, they believe in Allah. They abstain from what Allah has said they should abstain from. You know, they do good. You know, they give people out of what Allah has given them. They also believe in the hereafter. You know, there are some people that doesn't believe in the hereafter. You'll be surprised. Yes. Some people never believe that if you die, that is all. Some people just think that the way you give birth, your child also give birth, your child also give birth. That's how people will be giving birth. And when will this world even come to an end? They never believe that the world will come to an end. And that is why it is so important that they believe wabil akhirati humul yunfikun. They believe in that. So you must also believe in that as you are fasting. Those 6 attributes must be part of you. Allah said, if you have those 6 attributes, you can check this from Quran chapter 2, ayah 1 to 5. You can get it there, ayah 1 to 5. Allah said, Ulaika ala udan min rabbihim. These are people that are guided. They follow the guidance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They follow the guidance that has been sent upon them. You know, they follow this guidance. And he said, Ulaika umul muflihun. These are indeed the successful ones. Now you see, the successful ones is here, and Lilmuttaqin is there. So it is the pious people that are the successful people. Did you see that analysis now? It is the pious people that are what? Are the successful people. So when you are pious, it means that you believe in the unseen. When you are pious, it means that you also observe Salat as you're supposed to observe it. When you are pious, it also means that you are impactful. You give out of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you. If you are pious, it's also believe that you believe in what has been revealed for Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That is the Quran. If you also believe, you also believe that some other books have been revealed before the Quran. If you also believe, or if you think you are pious, you also believe in what again? In the hereafter. This is what we say is guidance that has come from your Lord. As Ramadan has come as a guide, you know, this is the guidance that has come, and you are going to be among the successful one. So if you want to be successful, stick to this. Check Quran chapter 2 from ayah 1 to 5. You will see the real example and what you're expected to do in Ramadan. That is what the school of Ramadan has come to teach us. That is what it has come to teach you. That is the school. That is what you're supposed to learn in the month of Ramadan. So go start learning. Yes, start learning it right now, so that you will have the complete version of Ramadan, and you have the complete version of yourself. And before you know it, you are a pious person, and you are equally a successful one. May Allah make it easy for each and every one of us. May Allah make us successful in this world and the year after. May Allah accept all our ibadah. May Allah count us among the pious people, and also count us among the pious ones that are successful. Salamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I still remain yours, Olayode Abdrazak, aka Philosopher King. Salamu alaikum.
Is the one who has power over all. Give thanks to Allah for the moon and the stars. Praise Him all day for what is and what was. Take hold of your iman.